Branding day. Every ranch has it. What is it? That's what we discussed today. Branding day is a singular event held each year on a farmer ranch where cattle are raised and owners place their brand on their livestock to show ownership. Most ranches or farms like us that have an average amount of livestock will get branding completed in one single day. There are some of the bigger operations that do have multiple ranches. So typically you'll have a ranch done in a day or 2 days, and they'll go from ranch to ranch throughout the spring, and they will complete their branding season within a matter of several weeks. For us, branding consists of 4 phases. That's outside of preparation. Here on the Hashknife Ranch, we typically have gathering, sorting, branding, and then the social hour or the mealtime. Our first phase will be grabbing our horses and going out to gather the cows. Now, what we do is often a carrot and stick method. The carrot being, my mom will go out in a side-by-side and we will entice the cows into the pens in the side-by-side using a bucket of grain or what we call cow cake. The cows are familiar enough with the cake that they will actually come to the cake. Meanwhile, using the stick method, we'll also use sometimes a four-wheeler, but oftentimes we will have our riders, typically my father, myself, or my brother, will be horseback pushing the cows from the back to push them towards the carrot. From that point, we'll entice everybody into the pens and sorting begins. That begins phase 2. At that point, we put everybody, to include calves, into a sorting pen where we move our cows deliberately and methodically up an alley and into separate corrals, which will also help us delineate the separate breeding herds. So we're doing a couple of things at the same time, but overall, we're conducting the second phase of branding day, which is sorting. So one person will often be horseback in the alleyway, pushing the cows up and down the alley to help get them to a specific pen. We'll have one gate man or gate woman at the end of the pen, helping to determine which side those cows will go. And we will also have 2 to 3 people on foot in the sorting pen, pushing cows deliberately into the alley to feed that system. Once that's complete, we get into phase 3, which is branding. That entire process consists of pushing the calves up into the crowd tub, through the chute, into the calf table, where we will then take the calf. We've already banded all bull calves, so that's complete already, coming to branding day. All calves at this point will have also been tagged. So that only leaves, during this time, the branding and the vaccination process. That's it. That's all we have to do. If everything runs smoothly, the calf will be in and out of the calf table within a minute to a minute and a half each animal. Now we have about 70 calves this year, so in theory, we should be done within about 2 hours for the branding process. After that, and this is the traditional part of branding, the crew is fed by the ranch. Our recent tradition in probably the last 10 years has been gumbo. A lot of people enjoy our gumbo. We've gotten that recipe from some friends in the South, and we've slowly added to help modify and make it a little bit better each time we've used it. And we've got it pretty close to perfect for us, and everybody seems to agree, so that's become kind of the traditional thing. So what we will do is we will feed everybody, and at this point, this is when alcohol is permitted. We don't do any alcohol while working, but if anybody wants to have a beer or a small drink, this is the time to have that in reward and appreciation for everybody's hard work. Big takeaway with this is branding day is typically a singular event for an average cattle operation. It comes in typically 4 phases, specifically here at the Hashknife, where it's gathering, sorting, branding, and feeding the crew. And that's some of the details of branding day.